Welcome to This Is the Day. This is the day with me, Bo Chansey, and
Johanna Beachy.
Right on. Rock and roll. Now we have a confession. I said rock and roll.
You did.
I'm not sure I don't know if you're ready for the rock and roll today, Johanna.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I am either.
Guys, I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
I was talking to Johanna before the show, and she let me know she's tired.
It's true.
I don't know what.
I am.
You want to lay your head down and take a little nap?
I probably could just fall asleep right here.
We can hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
you guys
just
are good.
Get a tight shot, split screen this, Johanna.
I've got a little pillow right there.
Yeah. No, but you have every right to be tired in many different ways. But why are you tired?
Well, part of it really today, as much as I love it, we are having kids camp right now, day camp stuff, and so I was there all day yesterday. Absolutely love these kiddos, but man, no one can tire you out like kids can. Yeah,
it's an interesting time to do a kids camp too. A lot more.
It's true. Oh yeah, a lot more precautions. A lot more. It feels weird. I mean, it's good. We're doing all the stuff that we need to keep everyone safe and healthy and stuff. But yeah.
Right, but there's that whole other layer of that. I mean, it's having done like kids and student ministry for a long, long time and knowing what summers are like with all the activities and all the energy, and it's a blast. But yeah, it is. It's so exhausting, and then ministering to parents at the same time and taking care of your team. That's so much, but then you add on this really significant layer of the precautions that are needed to take place.
Yeah, for sure.
And the concerns. Yeah, that's
summertime. I've always said the summer is not for relaxing. If you do anything with kids or students, it's like a battlefield. But it's a good one because there's more people in the kingdom of heaven because of summertime. So yeah.
But I'm just letting you know. I'm letting everybody know if Johanna needs to take a little snoozle today.
Take a little rest.
Don't worry. It's not because I'm droning. It might be because I'm droning.
Maybe.
I don't know. But I won't be offended. And so maybe this is the day. Yeah. You get a little rest at some point.
Maybe it's a day for a nap.
Naps are a good thing.
Man, they are a good thing.
Absolutely. I think a lot about we've been talking about how in a cultural way, the temperature is rising and emotions are they're running hot.
Yes.
So what I mean by that is not necessarily always bad. They're just emotions are kind of extreme.
Yeah, I would say that is accurate.
Right now.
Yeah.
And it's because there are these added pressures and concerns and how we're navigating the world for everyone, and then for those who are responsible for making decisions and taking into account everybody's well-being, physically of course, but also mentally and emotionally, in public settings. That's really challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is.
We're living that out, and we know it's tough. I'm not asking for your sympathy for us necessarily, but I would encourage you, all of us, myself included, that we be aware of that when you get irritated or mad, oh wait, I was gonna do this, and wait, now I can't because of this, and it's like, okay, just give yourself a timeout.
Yep.
And take a breath.
Maybe even pray for some of those people making
those
decisions. Yeah.
It's hard. And it doesn't mean that everybody's making the right decisions, or even the best decisions, but I do think it is difficult and challenging. And the more grace you can give, the more grace that you give, the more peace that you'll have.
Yes. I have experienced that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the more grace, me too. Yeah, I found myself like wanting to be upset about something, and then, well, you know what? And even talking with the kids through that, like, because they know. I mean, my ears turn red. And they're like, oh no, Dad. Okay, no, look. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna change the plan. We're gonna do something different. And
so if you're looking for some peace, try giving some grace.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, you said that better than I did.
I summarized. If you're looking for peace, try giving some grace.
If you keep doing that, we're only going to have a 10-minute show today.
Yeah. That comes from working with kids or students, too. You've got to be able to take, like, what was explained, content, and just, like,
for sure,
summarize.
I agree. So all that to say,
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're so glad that, or afternoon or evening,
Yes.
you know, you may be watching on demand. We don't even know what day it is for you, honestly.
It could be a different day entirely.
So as you watch on YouTube or Facebook Live, we're glad you would join us. We'd love for you to share the show.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Click, share.
Clicking a share, you could change somebody's life.
You could, and you'd be a sharer.
Yeah, be a part of the society. And it's true, you never know, like, who might, stumble across this is the day and find some peace and encouragement that then they're able to share with somebody. The ripple effects of anything good that we can share, I think, are really powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what I can tell you is this: is we make a commitment, and the commitment is real, and I don't know that we've ever deviated from it. You know, in 100+ episodes of This Is the Day, where we are going to be positive and encouraging and kind, and we listen to each other, and we find a lot of fun in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need more of that. Like, so share it away, because people are looking for that. They really are. They're looking for positivity and encouragement. They're looking for all the things you just said. People are like, I kind of am craving that right now. And they may not even realize they're craving it, but that's what they're craving.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how actively people are looking for it. I think it's definitely a felt need.
Yes.
Because there's so much to consume.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's the sort of thing that's being readily presented.
Right.
To people as being, maybe quote unquote attractive. There is, but I would say, I certainly believe in the spiritual warfare that is constantly raging around us, and just from a practical standpoint, there is an enemy, and what he is like pushing would be things like fear, and anger, and discord, and jealousy, and fits of rage, selfish ambition, immorality of all kinds. And so that's all certainly readily available. And so, share something good.
Yep.
And then you get in the habit of that, and it's pretty cool. Share the show.
Share the show.
Yeah, click and share could change somebody's life. Okay. Well, it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Yep.
And we already know, kind of what you were doing yesterday a
Yep.
little bit, but what did you do last night?
Well, Monday evenings are not that much more exciting for me than Tuesdays, I guess. I cooked food. Actually, nope, that's not true. I did not cook the food. My sister cooked the food, and I ate the food. I was about to take credit for her meal. Yeah, no. She cooked the food. She did a really good shrimp and broccoli stir fry. It was delicious.
In a wok or just in a pan?
I don't know if it's, I don't think it is technically a wok, because it's not like curved like one. It's shaped differently, but it's kind of similar. It's like it's like the big size of a wok. But yeah, she did it in that. She's a much better cook than me, honestly. I try. I can keep myself fed, but she makes really delicious food.
Oh,
yeah.
Sweet of her.
Yeah.
Good.
So we cooked food. I did some paperwork related to camp, and then I went to bed. That's about the evening that I had. But I slept great. So, yeah. Sometimes you need to just go to bed early.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm an advocate for that. That is another thing. Get enough sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep is heavenly, really. Like, it's very good for you. So sometimes you just need to get sleep. So that was me. I ate the food that my sister cooked, and I went to bed early. Very exciting.
Living the dream.
Yep, that's right. That's
Why
right.
do people say that? It's always weird. How you doing? Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Well, is it?
Like, is there one shared dream? There's only one that we're all aiming for, the dream.
I don't know,
Yeah.
It feels like maybe a nightmare.
Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Nobody seems very excited when they say that, though.
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Well,
What?
that was me.
Yep.
But Bo, what did you do last night?
I don't talk about it.
But will you anyway?
No. I told you I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I will say this, though.
Okay.
So we have family friends, and their son, who is buds with Ace,
Okay.
he had his 16th birthday
16, sweet 16. It's a big one.
yesterday. And, they weren't obviously not doing a big party or anything like that. And so his mom and dad had reached out to have us do like a little video for him.
Okay.
A little birthday video. And so I looked at Ace and I go, hey, we need to make a video for Calvin. And then we're gonna go over to their house and you can swim and we'll have a little outdoor barbecue.
Okay.
And he's like, okay. And I said, what do you want to do? He's like, I don't know. Why don't we'll just rap? And I was like, all right.
Always a great choice.
Right, that's like our fallback, our go-to. And so I was like, okay, do you want a freestyle flow or do you want a beatbox?
Right, that's important questions.
Yeah. He's like, I don't care. And I was like, no, you choose, because I'll do either.
Okay. All right. So what did?
We're about both equally gifted
Okay.
on both sides of that, you know.
Right.
And he goes, I'll take care of the beat.
He's got it covered.
So
okay.
Anyway, one take, we made a video, and I mean, we could have done 30 takes. It wouldn't get any better. So, but yeah, here's our rhyme for Calvin's 16th birthday.
Happy birthday, Calvin. First you get your license, and then you're gonna start to drive. Oh, what? Yeah, that's what. Calvin 16, Calvin 16, Calvin 16, Calvin 16, Calvin 16, Calvin 16.
Speechless, huh?
Yes. Wow.
Okay, first rule of having mad freestyle flow skills.
Right.
When in doubt, just start repeating the same phrase over and over and louder.
Over and over and over and over.
Louder
with more and more and more and more and more energy.
Yeah, more and more emotion.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's a good go-to.
Okay.
Yeah. Ace says that his secret is long pauses.
Okay.
True story.
He did seem to incorporate some long pauses.
Yeah, well, he likes to put those in there.
Builds the anticipation, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's definitely my kid because like he's had a little rap career.
Yeah.
He's sold more music than anybody else in my family.
Wow, way to go, Ace.
He's got a couple of songs on iTunes. And so he'll tell me, made 60 cents last month, Dad.
Nice. Working his way up to a Dunkin's coffee.
Oh, he's fantastic because he's like, so what's that, like double what you made in books? I'm like, come on, boy, that hurts.
Is that a good sampling of his music that is available on iTunes?
Yeah.
That genre, like that, okay. All right.
Oh, no. What? No. I mean, yeah, no, he definitely made a track, and
Nice.
yes, we know we're terrible.
Okay.
That there's nothing.
I did like, was it Griswold's?
Yeah, Griswold was
his little cameo in there.
Yeah.
That was a good second.
Well, yeah, the
when he
dogs
popped up.
always have to show up.
Yeah.
For sure.
It added a lot to the video, I thought.
Yeah. So anyway, making mad hits in the basement, cooking them up in the lab.
Yeah.
All right. I told you I didn't want to talk about it.
But you did anyway.
I know. So I don't know if you saw this, but we have some "This Is the Day" merchandise.
I did see that.
Yeah, we got the merch going on, and so we introduced some of that yesterday.
Yep.
But it's pretty easy to find. You can go to our online store and just type that out. You know, I think it's MCC Manchester Online Store, and then we have a number of different shirts.
I like the options.
To choose from, different colors.
And you can choose colors. Ooh, I like that green.
Yeah, it's a good color.
Yep.
And anyway, those are available. So we'll put a link in the chat feature if you're interested in any of that. You can score you some "This Is the Day" gear.
Yep. Why not?
Represent.
Keep sharing the encouragement. You can wear it, and people will ask you, "What is that thing with the party hat that you're wearing on your shirt?" And then you can tell them.
Right. Yeah. No, I think we need to do another one. I think this has been suggested, but I probably would wear the "I don't want to talk about it" shirt.
Yeah.
We haven't made it yet, but when that becomes when that becomes an option in the next go around.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I need that
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So when people ask me,
that might be a good one.
I don't talk about it.
I would. I'll just throw out there that I would probably wear a JoJo's Boom Boom book review T-shirt as well.
Yeah.
So, promote the books.
Promote the
from
books.
the show.
That's right.
Yeah. So there's some cool options. You should go check that out.
Yeah. So we'll have, there'll be, I think, course, if nobody buys any, we're not going to do
Well,
a 2.0. I mean,
Well, you know, we'll see what happens.
people are like, is that a threat? Did you threaten us? No, that's a promise.
Yeah.
Well, who am I kidding? Like, we're ever going to stop creating just because
No,
nobody's
we're
consuming
gonna keep going.
it?
We've never stopped. We'll keep trying.
more. Yeah, we were with at our friends, and she was Calvin's mom was talking to me, and she was like, yeah, but and you made this and you did that, and and she was like coming up with more ideas of stuff for me to like make and do, and I was like, I'm not sure the world needs more more from me right now. There may be enough.
But I like that she was just sharing the ideas.
She gets excited. Really cool.
I appreciate when people just share the ideas that they have.
No, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you listen, you'll hear some cool stuff, for sure. All right, so summer is on.
It's on.
It's on. May not be
Yep.
the, so I almost guarantee it's probably not the
No,
summer.
I don't think
you're planning
for anyone it is. No.
Or maybe the summer you wanted, but it's summer you got.
Yep, it's what's
And,
here.
Yeah, so you kind of get to make some decisions on how you're going to deal with that, what you're going to do with it. And
Yep.
so we want to know how summer is on for you. Lots of different ways to still enjoy summer. And we'd love to see your pictures or photos, be a contributor as a part of the This Is the Day fam. We'd love for you to be a contributor to the show and show us some of how summer is on for you. You got any suggestions of things they could send in?
I'm always wanting to see the outside shots because like the outside is a great way to still experience how summer is on. So we've seen a few of them sent in, but any like by the water, any hike in a mountain, sitting in your backyard in a hammock, like whatever it is, anything outside, that's a favorite of mine.
Good.
Yeah, I like seeing the outside stuff.
I try to be outside every moment that I can.
Yes, same.
During the summertime.
Yeah,
So,
because it's New Hampshire in the
So
summer.
beautiful.
And it's
Yeah.
so beautiful to be outside.
And if you're watching from somewhere else where outside isn't as nice, then give us an inside shot.
Yeah, I will say one thing I don't think I've seen yet is summer reading. So if there's any like cool books or stuff like that, I would love to see any shots of something really cool that you're reading.
Okay.
I'm just throwing out there. I know you guys know how much I love books.
Yeah.
I'd be all about seeing like your summer reading.
Sweet.
There's my suggestion.
So you can send those to This Is the Day at manchesterchristian.com, and we'd love to highlight those on the show and encourage some people on how summer is on. All right, well, one way that summer is on, so Drew Chris sits in that seat
he does.
a lot, the incomparable
sure does.
Drew Chris,
Yeah.
Mr. Giggle Snort himself, and
Yeah.
which I mean that with pure and total affection.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I said infection instead of affection.
I heard affection,
I think I
but
thought
I might have read
infection.
into that because that's what I
Well,
thought
it's
you
an
were
infectious
saying.
laugh, okay?
It is infectious. Yeah, you have to laugh when you hear it.
Yeah, yeah, some things are good that they're
Yeah.
infectious. Okay, and so he was at
Yes.
the day camp that you were at yesterday. So he made a little video for it to show us how summer is on.
Nice.
So let's check this out.
This is the Day family. We're here at Kids Day Camp. Things are going amazing. Our students are learning all about our God. Sure miss you guys, but so super excited for all of our kids and what they're learning about walking with Jesus.
Great song.
That is a good song. Yep.
Who was
Yeah.
leading that?
That was Rhett Johnson from Movement
Okay.
Christian Church. They're our buddies, our friends. They're
For
doing
sure.
camp with us, so he was leading the worship part of it. Yeah.
I think they're more than
Yeah.
buddies. I think
Oh,
we got
yeah,
a really
they're
cool
family.
partnership there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Families are better.
They
probably.
really are family. They're not just buddies or friends, but they're family. Yeah, love them so much. Yeah. Yeah,
too.
it's been fun having Drew there with his son Lachlan. They've been having a good time up there. Lachlan's been in my group yesterday, and so he has some good questions. That kid,
Oh,
I like what he has to say. Yeah.
His mind's at all.
Yeah, yeah. If he inherited anything from his dad, as far as the way he asks questions.
That's cool. Cool. All righty. So yeah, super cool stuff. Summer is on. It's not off. So we'd love to be celebrating summer and
Yeah.
celebrating every day because this is the day.
It is.
Okay. Speaking of this is the day, we have the verse
of the day. Sorry, I spoke right over you because I was just so excited about it.
Well, I was trying to get in rhythm with you because
Yeah.
I like the energy.
I went kind of fast.
Oh, it's good.
Okay.
It's the
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, I thought I was setting you up. So
Yep.
do it.
Verse of the day.
Thank you. There we go. YouVersion Bible app gives us a verse of the day. I encourage you to download the app, get the verse of the day. I like to read the context of it,
Same.
read the chapter there, kind of pray through it. But our verse of the day is from Colossians 3:15, and I know you're going to love this. It says, "Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful." There's a lot of richness there. I'm going to read it one more time.
Yeah.
Let's let this wash over us. "Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful." All right, Johanna, what jumps out at you?
The beginning of that verse really jumps out to me. Let the peace of Christ rule
Okay.
in your heart. I'm picturing it's almost like his peace is so powerful that like you could have other stuff in your heart sometimes. Like you might have, I don't know, irritation or some anger, or you might have anything. But the peace is more powerful than all of it, and it's just ready to rule over all the rest of that. So that's what that word "rule," like "let the peace rule in your heart," is what really stuck out to me. Like the peace is, it supersedes like everything else when you have the peace of Christ and you can let it rule in your heart. That's what jumped out to me first off with that verse.
Yep.
I had never really focused in on that part of it before. It's like I'm picturing like a king's ruling, like his peace can rule in our heart over everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Man.
So the phrase there is peace of Christ. So it's not just peace like in
Yeah.
the sense of, well, I have peace because there's no turmoil,
Oh yeah, no.
or I have peace because everything's going my way, or I have peace because things are just right today. The peace of Christ.
Yeah.
Which is different than a circumstantial peace.
Yes.
It's a peace that's based on who he is, what he's done, what he's promised to do. And so it's what I like is the phrase there, let the peace of Christ rule.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
you get an option. We do have an option here to choose. We can live in turmoil and live at war with the peace of God. The peace of God, the peace of Christ is available and it's present. But if we war against that or fight against it, and you're going, well, why would I ever do that?
But we do.
We do. I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I do. I rebel against that peace, or I reject that, and I say, no, what I want is this instead. It's, I want something different. But if you let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, what an opportunity that is to yield, to submit, to surrender to his authority, and really allow his peace to rule in our hearts.
Yeah.
Really cool.
And then it keeps going like, I think there's a word in there how it says it's what you were called.
You were called
To.
to peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when Jesus calls us into his family and he calls us by name and invites us into this relationship with him, we're called to peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big deal.
Yeah. And it's by grace. We've been saved
Right.
through faith. So let's continue on our earlier thought that you summarized so eloquently and simply, which I love.
Yeah.
It's by grace we've been saved. So when we receive this grace and we share this grace and are reliant and dependent upon grace, and that's what's coming out of us, then we'll have peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll experience that.
So if you're looking for peace.
The other part of that, just a quick reminder on that, very serious, that inner peace is what drives outer peace.
Yep.
So if there's no peace in your heart with God, if there's something that's out of whack, there's friction there, something that he said or called us to that we're like, thanks but no thanks, I'm gonna do my own thing, go my own way, then there's gonna be inner turmoil that's always expressed externally. And so a lot of times we're looking at those external things like, well, these people need to do that, or those people over there. And we really want that inner peace.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It is very tough, but that is accurate because it does flow from inward to outward. Yeah.
Well, we had, I wasn't talking to you before the show for this purpose.
Yes.
We were connecting,
Yeah.
before we're going to spend an hour together talking. And I felt like you were irritated with me.
Sure.
Because I think you were, which is okay.
Yep.
totally okay. And
Yep.
so I was, because I can definitely be an irritation. I'm very well aware.
Can't we all?
Yeah. And I was like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to just, fortunately, because we're going to do this, it's like, well, I don't want to just let that
Right.
kind of sit there, because then I might be wondering, well, I don't want to irritate you. So I just asked, the question, and your response was that you're kind of irritated with everyone.
A little bit, yeah. Or just quick to get irritated with people.
No,
yeah.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I didn't take it as you were saying anything like you're, being horrible. It just,
Right.
But you said that you were kind of irritated with everyone.
Yeah.
And I wasn't projecting this on you. This is definitely me, though. I really pay attention to that, because if I have, well, he's a jerk and she's a jerk and those people don't know what they're doing and those people over there, they're morons, and it's like, okay, wait a minute. When I got a problem with everybody,
Yeah. Yeah.
the problem's here. It's in me.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I recognize that.
So yeah, you know what? We can let the peace of Christ rule in my heart and in your heart and in yours. Verse of the day. It's good stuff.
It always is.
And if I just irritated you by oversharing,
You did not.
sorry.
I'm probably an overshare. I'm much more of a just put it all out on the table and talk about it with people. I don't like I like that you asked it.
Yeah.
It's good to talk about stuff. I'm not like a bottle it up type, really. Yeah. So go for it.
I like to bury it as deep down as I can, and to get really agitated, and get really shook up, so that just
No. Yeah. Don't do that.
no, that's not good. No, I do have that is a tendency.
Yeah.
Because I got to be in control. I'm gonna let the peace of Christ rule, and let Him be in control. Because that's what I'm called to.
That's
All
what
right.
we're called to.
Verse of the day. All right, good news. Calendar page. I think the calendar page may be like in cahoots sometimes with the Holy Spirit.
Okay. All right. I wouldn't be surprised.
Because I feel like today's closet calendar
Okay.
was kind of just like a little gift for you, something that you'll enjoy. And
Okay.
I don't know
I'm
how
excited.
how the sovereignty of God works. I don't understand it, but
It's a big
there's
concept.
this calendar in my closet, and a page a day gets to come, and sometimes it's just a head scratcher or what in the world's going on. But today is an animals are weird day. You love the animals.
I do love the animals.
Okay, and here is an animal I have never even heard
Okay.
of.
I wonder if I have.
It's the, let's look at the page. Let's
Okay.
see that. The what? Have you ever heard of this animal?
Nope.
The oxalotl would be my,
Oxalotl?
oxalotl, I think, I don't know. I don't have it phonetically sounded, but the oxalotl can regenerate its limbs. And then you got the little cartoon version of the guy, and he says, jealous? The oxalotl can regenerate its limbs.
I don't feel jealous, but that is an adorable little oxalotl.
Okay,
Oxalotl.
right. So I was like, okay, that's cute. And so now, all right, you love to wonder.
Yeah, I do.
We know this.
Yeah.
And animals are weird. I'm assuming at some point you're going to look up the.
Oh, I'm gonna, as soon as we're done.
Yeah.
I almost just pulled my phone right out and started looking it up right here.
Yeah.
An oxalotl. I mean, regenerating your limbs is a pretty cool thing to be able to do.
Yeah, if you lose
Yeah.
a limb.
Yeah.
I mean, because I was thinking, if somebody's like, what do I do when I lose a limb? Well, if you're an oxalotl,
Sure,
just
right.
wait.
Yep.
If not, apply pressure.
Yep. Or just wait and you'll grow right back.
Yeah, or if only if, yeah. if you're
Yeah.
an
No, that
axolotl.
doesn't fill me with jealousy. That does fill me with wonder. I think that's cool.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Oxalotl.
I don't know why, but I mentioned it off camera yesterday to Ariana,
Okay.
and she was like, knew everything about the oxalotl. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, you know this animal? So she showed me pictures.
Okay.
You're gonna love it. They're very cute.
Rather than Google, maybe I should just give Ariana a call.
Well, she'll
and be
tell you all
like,
about them, or both. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was.
Sounds like a good plan.
Thanks, closet calendar.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I liked
See,
that.
I can be thankful for
Yeah,
things when they're
that
good.
was a little gift.
Yeah, a little gift, something to wonder about and learn about today.
Oxalotl.
And then in our kitchen,
Yes.
we have a refrigerator. No microwave, just in case you're
Okay. Right.
curious
Yeah.
about that.
All
It's
right.
not a
No.
microwave. It's fine. Right.
But you do have a fridge.
We do have a fridge. And on that fridge is a calendar. And on that calendar, there's a page. And on that page, there's dates. And every date has a day to celebrate.
Like
And-
it.
Yeah, me too. So we're talking a lot about how summer is on, and today is Play in the Sand Day.
Ooh, that's a good one for summer.
Yeah, play in the
Really
sand day.
anytime, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Play in the Sand Day.
I'm gonna own this.
Yeah.
I like going to the beach. I've always said I'm probably a little bit more of a mountains guy, but
Okay.
I like the beach. I enjoy it. Definitely appreciate it.
Sure.
But my struggle with the beach is sand in the crevices.
Yeah.
I'll own it.
Yeah.
And not a big fan of that part of it. But I thought about this kinetic sand. Have you ever played with this?
I probably have, but it's been a long time.
All right, well, we have a fresh bag here. It has not been played with or opened, so I'm gonna split it with you. We'll put it here. You take half, I'll take half. That way we're not spreading germs.
Right.
Okay, so it's kinetic sand. It's Play in the Sand Day. So I thought we should probably play with the sand.
I think I'm just gonna sit here and do this the rest of this time
This
because
stuff's
this
amazing.
is so relaxing and soothing.
So fun. Get a little bit more of this. And I don't know
It's
if
like dough.
you can make a sand ball. You're gonna make, are you making a heart?
Oh,
over there?
I wasn't planning to, but it just kind of shaped itself into one.
Came into one.
And now I'm gonna go with it.
It's a sand ball. But
I
look,
wonder if you can make like a smiley face.
it's falling apart.
Uh-oh.
It's fantastic. I don't know how it works.
This is a little more like controlled way to play in the sand rather than going to the beach where it does end up everywhere. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, the kinetic sand, it's pretty cool.
Wow. This
Have-
stuff's awesome. You should get some of this today if you can.
Or just
It's
find some
actually,
sand. Play in
yeah,
it.
yeah, a very peaceful. Oh, there, you're right. If it goes, it just falls everywhere.
Did you have a sandbox when you were a kid?
We had a gigantic boulder that had a little bit of sand next to it that my parents created
Okay.
a sandbox
Yeah.
type of a thing out of. We like lined up rocks around the edge of it and everything. And
That's cool.
my older brother and I used to just sit there and play in the sand for hours with a big boulder hovering above our heads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we had a sandy area outside that we played in.
I have when I was little, before we moved to the Dallas area, we lived in a small town in Texas. And so I was 4 years old. I got hit by a car. So anyway, long story. But when I got hit by this car, it was pretty bad. I was in the hospital for a week. But there was a tire burn on my leg. So still, I have a scar that's like that big on my thigh, left thigh. And so it was really raw and it was bad. I mean, it covered the whole leg. So it had to be wrapped and treated every day. And I had a sandbox, and this is probably my aversion to sand. Now I think about it, I just had those memories. I remember going out and playing in, I could go outside for one of the first times I went outside and I played, and a little bit of sand got
Oh no.
in the wound, and my mom had to like clean it out, and it was, just so excruciating. So.
Yeah, you don't forget stuff like that.
It's been there, and I kind of forgot the origin story of my sand aversion. Make it a
Sandman.
Sandman. The Sandman.
Okay.
Charlie, quick before it goes away.
Okay.
You made a Sandman.
Sandman.
Sandy.
Sandy the Sandman.
That's right. Oh, Sandy.
I also like the color of this sand.
That's Smurfy.
Yeah.
It's a sand Smurf.
There we go. I hope he stays.
Okay.
Seriously, you guys should get some of the stuff because I could just sit here playing with it the whole rest of this
Well, you
time.
go ahead.
It's very therapeutic.
Please. Yeah, by all means, go ahead and enjoy playing in the sand.
Yes.
All right, though.
Celebrate the sand today.
For sure. So, we have the day camp going on,
Yep.
which is great, but we also have some stuff for students.
It's true.
So I know
Yeah.
Ariana was there Sunday doing the CIY for students Sunday night. So we got it coming up again.
Sure do. Yeah, this Sunday night and then the following Sunday night, 6 to 9.
I heard you brought the noise Sunday night.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
You were sharing. And
Oh man, I got to talk about the Holy Spirit, which is what we're talking about each of these nights, and like that type of thing. Like I could just go when it's about the Holy Spirit and just talk about Him. So all 3 nights are called like the third person because we're focusing on the third person of God, the Holy Spirit. And man, I loved getting to talk about that.
Right on.
Yeah, it was so good. Yeah, they were a lot of fun. So if you've got middle school or high school students that want to come, you can find out all the info for it at mcconline.com.
Very cool.
Yep.
Love it.
It's a good name.
I made a donut.
Yes.
Sort of.
I had talked to Ace about if he ever wanted to co-host the show with me, just because I think it would. I don't know. It'd be funny to me.
I would watch that. That would be hilarious.
And
yeah.
he was kind of like, I think what he said was, he went, "Nah, dog," like that. And I'm like, all right, well,
right.
you know, I'll let you chew on that.
What about Ensley?
Yeah, I thought about Inslee too, and analyze. I mean, anyway.
Sure.
All the kids would be a blast if they would do it, but that was Ace's response. So Inslee and I have talked about it too, but that was Ace's initial response. So I went in the living room, and he came back in, and he sits on the arm of the chair next to me, and he goes, "Yeah, maybe I would want to do that, because I mean, there's some things we need to talk about." And I said, "Like what?" And he goes, "Well, like donut holes."
Yeah.
And I go, "Okay, like, what are you thinking?"
Okay.
And he says to me, he's like, "Well, you know, donut holes, I mean, like, they've only been around for like 50 years. But donuts have been around longer. Like, what were they doing with the holes before that? I mean, I'm sure they weren't just throwing them out. The best I can figure out is they were probably taking the hole out of the donut and then making more donuts.
Maybe.
Which leads to limitless donuts."
Yeah. All right. I just like that he spent so much time thinking about the donut holes.
I know, just like, go with me. He ended up with limitless
donuts.
If you take the hole and make more donuts,
just
you get limitless donuts. And my mind just was like, I was like, bro, I'm not sure we could do the show together. We'd probably just sit there and be like, whoa.
Just keep thinking about the donuts repeating themselves into forever.
Infinity, infinitely small donuts.
Wow.
I mean, you start thinking about the vastness of, you know, the universe when you go on the micro level.
It would never end.
Yeah. So he got there with donut holes.
Okay. I do feel like there needs to be a conversation on the show about donut holes now.
We just had
with
it.
him. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's past it. Anyway, I don't know. That made me think about that.
Yep.
Well, you know, hey, it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
On Mondays, we get some motivation.
Motivate up.
Yeah, and then Tuesday we get some useful information, some Tuesday's tips. You are a world traveler, and I believe that you have some travel tips.
We do, yes. I have some travel tips for you because honestly, like, these are things that I've learned from experience. So hopefully this will be helpful for you if you're gonna go at any point in the future on any flights, any international trips, stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you my top 5 tips for you if you're gonna be traveling internationally. Here is the first one, very practical. When you're getting ready to go, when you are packing your suitcase, you should roll your clothes.
Roll your clothes.
Roll your clothes when you're packing them in a suitcase because you can fit much more than folding them. I don't know exactly how this works out. I've just learned this from experience. If you roll up your clothes, you can fit so much more into a suitcase. So there's your tip, number 1.
FYI.
Roll your clothes.
The Sumstress is a clothes roller at home for her drawers as well.
Nice. I just started doing that too.
Yeah, for putting stuff away at home.
Is she into the like Marie Kondo like tidying up stuff? Because I think she recommends that. Or there's like a folding rolling
I don't know
technique.
Who that is.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway,
Probably
roll
took it
them
from
when you're
Summer.
packing.
That's fine.
Okay, second tip. So you know those little plastic shower caps that you can wear? I always bring some of those with me, not actually for wearing over when you're showering, but for shoes.
Yep.
When you are packing shoes, you put them into those shower caps and they are perfectly sized and fitted, pretty much, unless you're like maybe a size 15 shoe, I don't know if they'd fit in that, to go around your shoes when you pack them so it keeps like the debris and stuff like that from the bottom of your shoe getting around. And I also would just add in a little bonus one to this one, since we're talking about shoes, that you should always bring shower shoes with you when you're traveling internationally, like just some flip-flops, something like that. You never know with showers, and you should always bring some with you. So
little packing tip there if anybody cares. I like
shower caps.
I like to stuff all my socks inside the shoes.
That's another good
and
technique.
And then I roll up the belts, put them in the shoes too.
Yep, use the inside of the shoes. That's extra space.
Put my toothbrush
just waiting
in there.
for you. Ooh.
Is that weird?
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe do that.
No.
Okay, number 3, and this is where we get into the international aspect of it. Always, always make a copy of your passport, a printed paper copy, and keep it somewhere separate from your actual passport. That has actually saved some trips that I have been on when someone who shall remain nameless, who happens to be my only sister, forgot her passport in a different country. And we had to fly back the next day, had to go to the embassy, get an emergency one, all this different stuff. And it only worked because she had the printed paper of her passport.
Was that in France?
She left it in France, and we were back in Spain.
Gotcha.
At that point. Yes. So yes, always. I had always done that for years. Never really ended up needing it. It just seemed it was a good tip I read somewhere, but it will save your butt if you ever lose your passport. So always carry a printed copy with you. Okay, now once you are in the country, a lot of travel tips are about like the airport and packing and stuff like that, and that's useful. But once you're in another country, here's a tip for you. Use as much of the language as you can.
Okay.
Like this is gonna be just a great way to like meet people, engage, just use as much as you can. Even if you literally only know how to say hello or my name is, use that. Whatever you can, use as much of the language. I think we get afraid of using it because we think we'll say something wrong or like pronounce it the wrong way or something. But like people just like that if you like try to talk to them in their language. And so I always just recommend, that's my tip, use as much of the language as you can. And then the last and final tip, when you are in another country, always try the food. Always try the food, no matter what. Even if you're kind of freaked out looking at it, just always try the food. That leads into adventure. And food is almost always about people. So you get to meet people, you get to experience their culture. Just always try the food. Be brave, you can do it. You're in another place, and you'll probably end up eating something really delicious. So there you go.
Sweet.
Those are my international travel tips for you for Tuesday Tips.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Hopefully you get to use those.
You know what this is, right?
Union Leader.
Union Leader. Paper of the people.
That's right.
World renowned.
Premier. Top notch.
Top notch. Tuesday edition.
Yeah.
I was
excited.
I was perusing the news.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't find much in here that struck my fancy.
Not a lot of news.
That's kind of interesting. Some days I feel like I could just sit and read the Union Leader all day. No Mark Hayward on the
that's
the front
probably
page.
why.
Well, I think they understand. I mean, it's a bit intimidating to the rest of.
Sure, they have to give the others a chance sometimes.
Yeah, not just at the Union Leader, but worldwide.
Well, that's obviously.
I mean, you can't dominate the front page every day.
Yeah.
Mark, you gotta share. You want a small prayer?
I love it. Yes,
Front page
let's
of the
hear
Union
it.
Leader, bottom right corner. There's a small prayer every day.
Yep.
With you, Lord, we can widen our scope and view of our life. Amen. With you, Lord, we can widen our scope and view of our life.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we can really do that without him.
I don't think so. Nope.
No, because our vision is too limited.
Wow.
But if we take his perspective, then we get a much broader.
It's like outside of what we can see in our own life. Wow. Yep.
Yeah.
And they are spot on with those prayers.
That's pretty cool. I think it's interesting that sometimes and I get why. Totally understand why. Sometimes Christians kind of get labeled as being narrow-minded. Well, because sometimes.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. Well, religion can do that, but Christianity is following Jesus, and that's a whole different. That's a great conversation to have, but it's really this relational connection to Jesus, not a new religion. So if your Christianity is just a religion type, you'll probably be pretty narrow-minded.
Right.
But I think if we're really following Jesus, then he actually broadens
definitely
the scope and view of what life is.
Yeah, he does for sure. He did for me. He still is doing that for me.
Yeah. Okay. You want the chuckle?
Good prayer. I would love to chuckle.
Well, you're gonna find another way.
I'm gonna stay hopeful till I hear it. Let's see.
Okay, today's chuckle. Retirement is the time in your life when time is no longer money.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
I know.
No chuckles anyway. I've heard them talk about retirement before.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Well.
All right. So there's.
Oh, we've lost Sandy. Look away.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Okay.
Oh man, he's decapitated.
It happens. All right. So I may need your help because
Okay.
you're an expert in this field. Because there's this
Yeah.
other article in here. Family
Not an
Circle.
article.
Highly irresponsible, if you ask me, putting this kind of thing in the news, but
Let's see.
it's fine. Okay. So this family, they're basically just chronicling this family's camping trip
Yeah.
now, and it's just one disaster after another.
Okay.
And so now we've got these kids, they're all hanging around mom here, really close to her. And we got this kid complaining, he's like, we want to hear music. But Daddy says he just wants to listen to the woods. All right, here's my deal.
Okay.
All right. Dad's over there, kicked back, arms behind his head, looking up at the sky, and these kids are, I mean, they're wanting to be like cultured. They're wanting to listen to some music and experience, you know, music. And so they're over there and they're all crowded around Mom. Dad's all by himself. And I don't understand like what his deal is. This dad who, does he not care about his kids? Is he not?
I would say the opposite. I say, way to go, Dad.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
This is a teaching moment for these kids. And I'm really happy with what this dad is teaching these kids because they're on this camping trip. They're out in nature, which is better than anything men have ever created. Like, it's so cool to be out there in nature and hear the woods and the trees and the birds and see what God has made. And this dad is enjoying that, and he's going to model that and be that example to his kids. Like, we don't need 24/7 plugged into electronics. We can actually be out here camping and in the woods and enjoying what is around us. So that is the example that he's setting there. And I think they just all like mobbed the mom because the dad was like, no, this is what we're doing. And they're trying to find a loophole. I'll bet the mom backs him up in this. Because that's why, I mean, they came on this camping trip to show their kids that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it that way at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on there.
That's helpful.
Okay, good.
Appreciate that. We got some big cat droppings for sale.
Oh, wow. Okay, is that like good for a garden or something?
I don't know. Just if you're in the
I
market.
hope that's why you would sell them.
If you're in the market for some cat scat.
Maybe to help your vegetables grow.
It's kind of fun to say.
Cat scat? Yeah, you gotta say it like with a little accent. Cat scat.
It's cat scat.
Yeah.
Looking for some cat scat?
It's available.
Guess what? You can buy it. Who knew? Do a little everyday.
Now
cheese.
we do.
Daily devotion in 140 characters or less. Thought for the day says, a cheerful giver is one who experiences transformation at the core of their being. Generosity is the expression of inward transformation. That's kind of fun to think about. It's the expression of inward transformation. And then 2 Corinthians 9:7 is our verse. It says, each man should give what he has decided in his heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, because God loves a cheerful giver. It's a cool verse.
Yep.
I like,
good one.
Yeah, a cheerful giver expresses transformation, experiences transformation, and then expresses that in generosity.
It's kind of like we were saying about the inward peace leading to the outward peace. It's just like that too.
Yeah.
Like inward transformation, it leads to outward generosity and giving.
Agreed.
Just flows right out, and it feels natural, and you feel cheerful and excited about it because it's coming from a place of inward transformation.
Well, it's coming from peace.
Yes.
Like we were even saying, like if you give grace, you'll have more peace.
Right.
So like you're being generous. It is a generous thing to say, oh, I don't need to exalt myself in this situation, or to make this somehow about me and my own little world, my own little kingdom. I can say, well, I can be generous with my words and my actions, financially, of course, as well. Our God is generous.
Yeah, he is.
We're being recreated in his image, and so that will be expressed.
Yep.
I like the part in that verse, and that's really resonated with me over the years, is each one should give what they've decided in their heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. And so one of the things we've done around here is when it comes to financial giving, we said, let's pray and let's ask God, God, show me what to give and give me courage to give it. God, what do you want me to give? And then as we do that, then it's fun. I mean, it's fun to honor God. It's fun to trust him. It's fun to be generous in that, in doing that. And we experience and feel God's love as well as rely on his love.
True.
So his love becomes more hands-on, more tangible.
Yep.
Yeah. He's good that way. Love it.
So true.
Good. All right, I'm gonna play a little Trivial Pursuit.
Yes, please.
All right, 40th anniversary edition of the cards. And we want you to play along, make a guess, 6 questions. Please, I'm gonna guess at all 6.
Yeah.
If you don't know the answer, just make something up, try it.
Just try.
Yeah. If you get all 6 right,
Yep.
we'll send you a congratulatory fun dip in the mail. And I want you to keep track of how many like you know.
Okay, all right.
yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Blue.
Blues, geography.
What is the name of the Gaelic harvest celebration associated with pagan ceremonies and feasts?
The Gaelic
The Gaelic harvest celebration
harvest celebration.
associated with pagan ceremonies and feasts. What is its name? What is it called?
I have no idea. All Hallows Eve? I don't know.
It's from before that.
What is
It
it?
says it's, so I have heard of this word before, and it's pronounced very differently than what it looks like. I think it's pronounced Samhain. Samhain.
Samhain?
It's S-A-M-H-A-I-N. So it looks like Samhain.
Okay.
Samhain. Says it's what Halloween came from.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I didn't know that.
There you go.
I actually did not. Did you know that one?
I recognized the word when I saw it, but I wouldn't have been able to answer
Okay.
it. No,
All right,
so
well,
I didn't know that one. Okay.
You got that one.
Pink.
Pink, entertainment.
Whose 2014 Oscar Awards show selfie became one of the most retweeted photos of all time?
2014.
2014, an Oscar Awards show selfie, and it became one of the most retweeted photos of all time.
The answer to this, it was a cool moment. I watched. I enjoyed it. I saw it.
This one.
I think so.
Okay.
Ellen.
Yes.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yep. You got it. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Apparently, it even spawned a Simpsons parody.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. I did not know that one.
All right.
Okay. Yellow.
Yellow history.
In ancient Chinese mythology, what fruit was believed to represent longevity and immortality?
What fruit?
What fruit was believed to represent longevity and immortality in ancient Chinese mythology?
Ooh. I'm gonna name a fruit.
You're gonna name a fruit.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna go. This is a weird guess. It's not right. So since I don't know, I'm gonna
Okay.
give a weird guess.
Okay.
The cherry.
Not a cherry.
No.
A peach.
A peach.
Yep. I was gonna guess pear. I don't know why. I didn't know that either.
all right,
All
peach.
right. We're gonna keep going.
All right,
Purple.
Purple. Art and literature.
Which 19th century work by Scottish scholar James George Fraser shed light on the connections among the world's religions and folklore? I'll ask you again, okay? What 19th century work by Scottish scholar James George Fraser shed light on the connections among the world's religions and folklore? Oh, okay.
The meaning of myth.
Nope.
Okay.
The Golden Bough.
The golden bough.
Yep, I've heard of that book, but I had no idea what it was. Never read it.
Okay.
Groundbreaking anthropological study, apparently.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Green.
Green. Science and nature.
Carrageenan, a slimy derivative of seaweed, is commonly used in which frozen food? Carrageenan is commonly used in which frozen food?
What frozen food?
Yeah.
I will say ice cream.
Yes, that's it. I was very surprised to read that. All right.
Okay.
And last but not least, orange.
Sports and leisure.
Which video game marked the first appearance of Mario?
The first appearance
Yeah.
of Mario.
First appearance of Mario, which video game?
Okay. I'm gonna phone a friend.
Okay.
Yes, Bo?
Eric Vines, our producer.
He knew before you said his name.
Very. Well, I don't have very many
He was
friends.
ready to go.
Eric Vines.
Okay.
Yes.
Quick question for you. Which video game featured Mario for the first time?
What is Donkey Kong?
Da-ding!
Donkey Kong.
Yes. Yep.
Nice.
That is the correct. Your friend came through
Way to go, friend.
with Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. It's
Yep.
on. Like Donkey Kong.
There you go.
Got it.
Right on, man. Okay, if you got all 6 right, let us know. Love to send you a congratulatory
Yep.
fun dip in the mail.
If you knew it was Golden Bough and you got
Yeah,
all
that was
6,
that was a
wow.
tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There were some
Some good ones in there.
doozies in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these I like these cards. I think they're
They're
a
good.
fair test of trivial information
Yep.
and knowledge.
It's true.
Okay. You know what I want to do?
What do you want to do?
I want to do a little Boom Boom book review. But do we even have the song queued up? Because I'm throwing a curveball here. We don't. It's fine. Can we get it? Is it happening?
Nope, never mind.
Nope.
We don't.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. That's okay.
Yeah. No, it was a
We'll
big
be in anticipation for next time.
next time.
Yes.
Go.
JoJo's Boom Boom Book Review.
There it was.
Yay!
Way to go. This is the day team.
Good job, you guys. Look at them.
Great work. Great
They're
work.
amazing.
All right. Now even
Okay.
better than that. So it's been a minute since we've gotten JoJo's Boom Boom book review.
Yep.
So let's go. What do
Okay.
you got?
All right. First one is a nonfiction book called When Books Went to War.
Ooh.
This is very interesting. I read this in a book club that I was in, so I wouldn't have picked this out myself, and I was glad it was recommended because it turned out to be super interesting. It's basically just about time period of World War II when books were banned in a lot of countries and in like the occupied territories, all that. And so outraged librarians responded, which is just my favorite.
Just to be clear, like, you don't want an outraged
No.
librarian. They
Like, come
behave
on.
in outrageous
Yeah.
ways. It's
You guys didn't know that librarians helped win World War II.
everybody's afraid of
But
librarians.
They did.
Yeah.
It actually, the cool thing is stuff like paperback books were kind of created and became popular at that time period because they were sent with the troops. So anyway, it's a history book, but it's quite interesting. And if you like reading, you should check this out because
wanna flip through
it's
it.
cool. It's a cool story. Okay, next up is a kid's book. So we've got The Tale of Despero, the story of a mouse named Despero Tilling. This is a classic. This is a well-known one. They made a movie off of this. This is such a good book. If your kiddos have not read this, you absolutely should. I loved Kate Camillo. She's got a couple of other ones. I think she did, Because of Winn-Dixie as well is another good one. But this is one of my favorite kids' books, Tale of Despero. I would recommend it for sure. I really like that one. And the last but not least, speaking of librarians, is a library book. So a fiction book that I would recommend is called A Gentleman in Moscow. It's written by Amor Towles. It was just such a well-written, such a good story. You just got pulled into the story of this gentleman who is confined to a hotel, like house arrest type of a thing in Moscow, and it's just a great story to read, so I would recommend that one. I really enjoyed it. And there you go.
All right.
JoJo's Boom Boom book review
There it was.
for today were those three.
That's right.
Yeah.
We call it that because you always bring the noise.
Yep. You can't help that with books. There's so much to bring.
I know. I've got
Yeah.
a stack.
Yeah, man, I mean,
They're
like the
stacked, right?
to-read stack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and it's right there, right in front of me.
Yeah.
Like next to the chair I sit in, and but I've been watching shows like with Inslee.
Right.
Yeah, but I like. Yeah, I go through spurts where it's
Of
just
reading.
like, oh yeah, it's like, man, I haven't read in forever, and then
Yeah.
6 books. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
No, I get that. I think
a
a lot of
binge
people do that
reader,
actually.
okay?
Yeah, binge readers.
Right.
Exactly, that's what it is. I'm just a binge reader all the time.
It's amazing how much we read. People really don't think about it, like the amount. Because people will say, well, people don't read anymore. Oh no! Oh my
No,
goodness!
they do.
Oh, they read.
do. Just maybe not in a book format.
It
you're
might not
holding,
be.
but-
I mean, but between articles and blogs and
Yeah.
you know, things that media that we're encountering, even social media, the amount of words that we read in a day, it's some crazy thing. Like it's like in a day or in a week is like the same amount as somebody 100 years ago would have read, like in a year. I mean, it's insane
Whoa, yeah.
how much.
Wow.
Plus literacy, you know, that people are literate, and then
Yeah.
you know, the internet has given rise to so many more words. Pretty
I
wild.
believe it. We are actually reading a whole lot.
We read a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like because I haven't watched a news program.
Yeah.
And I know I would say months. It could be even much longer. It could be like years. I don't know. But I'm very abreast of the news.
Sure.
You know, but I can do that in like 30 minutes a day, like just kind of reading and not being saddled with so much of the commentary.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Yeah, it's
But
tough.
there's fun reading you can do, which is why I like recommending some of
I love
these
reading.
fun reads. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It bothers me when I've told you this before. I don't
Yeah.
like it when people talk about reading like it's work.
Oh yeah, no.
Like when I say I got a
no.
stack there, it's not like, well, I really should get to that.
You gotta get to that.
No, it's just kind of waiting there for me.
Yeah.
For when I'm ready.
Whenever you're ready, whenever you want to pick them up, they're there.
And it's cool because the songstress, she buys me books. She sees them, she's reading something, and I bet he would like this. And
Yeah.
a new book will come. And,
Great gift.
yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just, and it's not even like a occasion. It's just like, here's a book.
Aw,
Awesome.
Love it.
All right.
cool.
Well, you stayed awake.
I did. I didn't end up napping.
Way to go.
I think it was the sand that helped.
It helped. Yeah, a little kinetic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Had something to fidget with.
Uh-huh.
All right, so Tuesday edition, thank you so much, Johanna, for gracing
Glad I
us
could
with
be
your
here.
presence. You are always a joy to hang out with. And this is the day.
This
we'll
is
catch
the
you tomorrow.
day.